there's maybe going to be some predictions decimated either way. I think both these teams people would have put in the top 3, 4, 6, you know, stand-ins, whatever.
I think many people may have had Tundra doing better at TI, especially midway through the season where Tundra was just killing it. But they did seem to fall off just a bit before this tournament. And this matchup specifically is one that's plagued them since going back to the last time the 33 was on Tundra. The matchup that Liquid very often did walk away the victors, but now they're just one game away from getting the victory over their old nemesis in Liquid. And of course, 33 beating his former team. Soxa breaking a smoke and getting good vision of what's happening here. Liquid already not doing quite as well as they did in game 1, where they managed to use that smoke to find the early first blood. And they kind of need that early advantage because the panel was talking about there's potential for a lot of shenanigans here in this laning phase.
Big question, will they put the Sand King against the Enigma, try and dodge this Faceless Void Bane lane? But it looks like the answer is no. Looks like Tundra's just going to play it straight up. They have confidence enough in the Monkey King pick going mid, giving them enough tempo with the matchup against the Primal Beast. But this is a auto lose lane. Void Bane does not beat Enigma. Like, I don't care how well you play it. It's just not doable. Of course, you can always throw, but barring some crazy shenanigans like that, this is going to be a dominating lane for Liquid. This Marcy lane looks pretty strong as well. They're even going to pseudo tri-lane it at the start because they know how powerful this Enigma is versus the lack of Eidolon clear. Looking for an early first blood.
Disruption. We're going to see Soxa try and help himself here with the bushwhack, but of course there's still 2 supports that are going to run him down. So Liquid still walk away with the first blood. This one goes to Insania, 33, who opted not to show in lane because I think he knew something like this was possible. I thought he was going to grab the creep wave from behind the tower, but
lost his courier too.
Yeah, that's
a tough start for Tundra in this offlane, which I think was already going to be a little bit of a tough lane.
Yeah, every single time. Ooh, bushwhack misses there. Again, Tundra with some early whiffs on their abilities, though it didn't stop them from still getting the victory in game 1, as it seemed that their fight was inevitable. Bro strike back in, 33, but he still has the stick charges. One more hit from Insania. That innate starts building up, and now it's going to start building up on Soxa too, though he has his own innate. One of those hits is already missed, thanks to the tree taking the hit instead. So, trading out cores in the bottom lane. This is certainly going to be a lot of battling. Also a question of, talking about lane shenanigans, what about the shenanigans in mid lane? Because we have the Monkey King, the counter pick here, against Nisha's Primal Beast. Is Nisha going to do his best Maureen impression? Well, leave lane early, start back laning? What do you do here?
He did go the early boots, but he is just getting destroyed in this one-on-one. You're seeing the reaction here. This is not the start he wanted. He's going to have to do some back laning. Like, there's no way he can continue to play this straight up with the start PZM has had on that CS chart.
Frankly, I think Nisha is just not comfortable with that kind of play.
No, it's not his style.
I think he likes laning straight up. He does not like having to do weird, cheesy stuff like that.
I agree. It's not his MO. It doesn't use his exact strengths as a player, right? You'd rather have him just beating someone mid, taking it straight to him, but he has no choice here. Those early waves were a disaster.
Second go around, Insania trying to cut through the trees, will not be able to juke out Soxa. His aim is true and finds a second kill for Tundra. No trade out this time.
Liquid had that first blood, but Tundra are getting the better of Liquid in this laning phase of game 2. I mean, this is going to be an absolute free farm mid Monkey King. The Void surviving top for now. That's the lane that will go bad for Tundra over time. But if these other two go well enough to make up for it, that's a lane
back
phase
in the
win.
Tower did not quite get in range of the tower, and they got to be careful fighting into all of these Eidolons. One stun is all it takes. Chrysalis hoping that he gets enough to, trade off a kill. It's just clearly not going to happen. This is the one lane that will go very well for the Enigma. You said it at the start. There's just simply no way for them to win.
Yeah, no shot. You're looking to get as much as you can before you have to abandon. Eidolons are going to be strong in this game. Eventually, you can rotate some other heroes into this Enigma, maybe gank him or deal with him, but...
Well, that's also the danger for Tundra's offlane, right? If Saberlight is having good enough time, Boxy can leave him alone and go to that safe lane.
I mean, you can rotate Boxy to gank other lanes, and you can also rotate heroes into this Enigma lane if it starts to push in, especially around the level 3 Eidolons, and just destroy who's ever lingering there. That's another big option for Liquid, which they love that move.
What on earth? There's a mango on the ground.
Well, so far, this Monkey King last pick has done its job. 24-12 to the 9-0. Is well ahead in net worth as well. He's a full level ahead. This is pretty brutal. And this is a mid hero in this monkey that he can go top and kill Enigma, right? He can go bottom and skew that lane. He has options to use this advantage.
Oh, nice body blocking there. Beautiful micro there from Saberlight. The cookie on one of the Eidolons gets in front of the Bane and then continues to body block him, ensuring the kill.
Little glyph on the trample, just making Nisha's life even more miserable. I mean, Primal is a hero that can function from a sacrificial position. His spells are powerful. You can always make up for it in the team fights. But he does have a lot of stunts to go into, and is generally not the kind of lineup Primal has fun playing into without a BKB. Even BKB this game, you're up against Grip and Chrono.
Considering the fact that net worth actually seems to be pretty even, 33 Burrow Strike.
Man,
nice read, holding on to the Burrow Strike there, but there's still the disruption, and there's still a Blood Grenade. Insania brought another one of those little bit of utilities. Yeah, he does have a Lotus, and they realize that they will not go for the kill. Insania is actually going to drop pretty low here, trying to get him with the pushback, not required. Blood Grenade will finish him off.
And Sox is having himself a series. Salvage that mid-game in game one with the tiny and 3-1 start here for the Hoodwink, breaking that early smoke, giving 33 a much easier time on this lane with some small outplays.
Yep, there's a reason why 33 left Liquid. And it was because he wanted to rejoin his old teammate in Soxa, right?
Austin, they left each other. It was a mutual party.
Sure it was. Cookie will force Chrysalis to use the time walk defensively with Creep Wave under tower. So, even net worth, who would you rather be on this side? Would you rather have a Primal Beast get sacrificed or a Faceless Void and a Bane?
Considering the draft, I think the Faceless Void having a slow start is fine for Tundra. Like, I would rather have the Primal have a better start. That said, I think Liquid were always going to win this laning phase, just based on the setup. So if you're Tundra, you're trying to limit the damage, right? Like, I don't think you're going into this first 10 minutes expecting to have a lead out of that. You're expecting Liquid to pull ahead, particularly because of the core matchups. Just trying to extract little wins. And if you can extract more from this lane,
big kill.
This is really going to compound the problem. Again, that XP differential between these two mids, the amount of net worth BZM has gotten here, he can translate this into other lane wins around the map. That's the big concern if you're Liquid. You're doing fine on the side lanes. You're winning those. What happens when this Monkey King, who's already almost level 7, shows up? Can you take that fight?
With an Orb of Frost, an Orb of Blight, and Power Treads.
And look at this Wisdom Shrine, 7 minutes. It's a classic Monkey King rotation. He wants it, or he just wants to ruin Nisha's entire career here. I mean, this is...
Yeah, it's usually the MO of these Monkey Kings to just try and Wukong's command on the Wisdom Shrine. Insania tries to sneak it because I think they were afraid of the Monkey King controlling their own Wisdom Shrine, so they had to make a play somewhere else. But BZM, he tricked it out. Nisha, he's just going to be shut out of this laning phase entirely. It will still be a 2-2 split, but it forced the Enigma to go back into lane, so it gave Chrysalis actually a lane or two to play with.
Really interesting he didn't go for that Wisdom Shrine with this. I think that would have been the automatic play for a lot of teams. Maybe Tundra doesn't always play that tempo style, but there's also a possibility he felt if he goes up there, he's going to get outnumbered because his safe lane is the weakest lane in the game right now. Like, the Void Bane cannot help you fight that Wisdom Shrine at all. So it's just him versus Enigma, Eidolons, plus Snap, maybe a TP in, and then if you die there, you throw all this momentum.
And you're not guaranteed to get into that position in the first place, right? It's because Monkey King can tree across the map, right, that he gets there in the first place. But if you're spotted and you get, like, cookied, or maybe, you know, we know Saberlight doesn't have it, but maybe he has Midnight Pulse,
yeah,
which
later
is
on in the game,
a problem to
there's
consider.
some tree cuts. I kind of like that decision. Yeah, the more I think about it. I think it was the disciplined choice.
Nisha gets away before both the Boundless Strike and the Bushwhack can stop him there. He gets caught. He dies. It's pretty far outside of any sort of TP area. Meanwhile, Mickey, with the help of his Helma Dom creep, almost gets the kill on 33. May still get the kill. Oh, the Pine Cone will run him down.
That's not the thing you want to die to, but sometimes it gets the job done. Helma Dominator paying off. Mickey just farming the wave. And honestly, I mean, Nisha is recovering here. Like, if he gets to creep cut, if he gets to pull it to camps, this hero farms incredibly fast.
Saberlight, he's going to get 6 off of this. What a sick move. That was one hell of a read. It was a level 5 Enigma, but they made the disruption play knowing they were going to kill the range creep to get 6. and that would set up the black hole. Nisha almost dies to the duo of BZM and Toby, but he does manage to get away ever so barely. Once again, BZM, this primal beast, he's an endangered species out here. He's just being hunted down nonstop.
But no momentum for the Monkey King. No kill connection there. You get the black hole on the Faceless Void. It's exactly what you want in this matchup. And Nisha gets to continue to farm. This is a very good sequence for Liquid. This is going to start to build the lead out of this laning phase. Not much Tundra can do about it at this point. Their supports are just not strong enough to combat how strong these cores are on the lane. Can stack, however. Decent stack on the triangle for 33. I mean, this guy will always find some net worth.
Avery, last game, Liquid, no Helmet Doms. This time around, they're going to have 2 Helmet Doms to the 1 on the side of Tundra.
So they won.
So is that enough to win? Is that enough to push us to a game 3? Primal's going to join this top lane, which is the strongest lane for Liquid. Primal Beast is a hero that needs to accelerate through kills, so best to play to wherever Saberlight is. He'll get the kill and get the tower.
I'm surprised Tundra are lingering up here at all. They planned a double ward up here as well, as if they're trying to fight or protect this safe lane, but there is no fighting or protecting this lane. Summons are way too good against their lineup early until Sand King and the Monkey can clear them out later on. Kind of have to just respect the strength of the Enigma here and not feed too much away to Saberlight in this early game. Bend but don't break right now as Liquid ramp up the pressure.
Yeah, you're not getting a power rune here. Monkey King on one side, Toby on the other. It's a regen rune for BZM.
And you really have to be careful about showing mid. Very high chance that Liquid make a smoke move or try and collapse on this lane with the Enigma backstab. They're going to try and smoke into it and catch Saberlight before that happens. Boxy breaking pathway here.
Yeah, well, he was. Now Saberlight's on the low ground. The smoke breaks on either side, but they've already jumped onto Saberlight. Look at up. Oh, no, the cookie. It stopped the Wukong's command. Still, though, the Enigma is limping back and will not be able to escape.
That was the Croaker.
The Croaker?
Yeah, the Croaker ran over and tendrilled him.
That's funny.
That is quite annoying, but that's a huge smoke for Tundra. It's not just about getting Monkey King that kill, it's slowing the strongest hero on the map down, that Enigma. Looking for that backstab move around that tier 1. He gets killed, that whole play gets broken up. You buy a minute, maybe even a little bit more here on the map to keep farming up. Buys your other cores a lot of time. Liquid not happy about giving that up. Still in a good spot out of this laning phase, but they are looking to take that and snowball it more straight back into mid. Not deterred at all, and for good reason. There is no protecting this tower.
Yeah, especially with the Monkey King. After that situation in TP bottom, I feel like the only way Tundra can ever fight Liquid right now is around that Monkey King. Around his Wukong's command, but
it's just such a fast lineup from Liquid. It feels like they went back to their MO in this game too and said, we don't want to be stuck in some late game ultra greed fest with late game refreshers and all this nonsense. We're just gonna win lanes, 8 towers, tempo you out of the map, have a really fast carry that is going to come online faster than the greed you've gone for, and there is your third tier 1 down before the 12-minute mark.
And we're going to use Helmet Doms the way Gaben intended.
Yes.
To push towers instead of as a hand of Midas that rats the map every once in a while. Primal Beast surrounded, tries to go for a charge away. That'll limit the epicenter damage. Crystallis may... Okay, never mind. Zox is on the other side. Once again, Zox makes the difference.
Yep.
You do not have to expend Chronosphere.
3-1 and 4 for this Hoodwink. I mean, he is doing work to keep this early game together for Tundra right now. They do not have the playmaking or damage without him. They're continuing to post up here, steal a lot of farm away from Tundra. This is where the Sand King would like to be playing, taking ancient stacks. Benefit of getting all those tier 1s down. I mean, they scan that triangle. It hits. What are you going to do about it? Are you actually going to run heroes in here and try and contest this? There's no way.
So it'll be a fast BKB. This will be a early BKB lineup for Liquid. One on the Marcy, the other on the Primal Beast.
There is counterplay to it with Grip and Chrono. Doesn't make you invincible in this game.
Quick grab from the Primal Beast. This is a combo, the first time we're going to see it, but Primal Beast plus Snapfire. Duo that I'm not sure if I've seen at this Road to TI, but has been kind of a mainstay ever since Primal Beast was brought into the game.
It's strong. All the abilities synergize really well, and that's a 3x streak. Got that squirrel off the map.
That's true.
Nice little bonus gold. Getting baited.
BZM getting baited in. Mickey tries to burst him down. BZM not having shard. No way out of that situation. Toby, who was kind of shadowing his mid laner, will also die.
He got messed up by that Shadow Demon. 4 points in Disseminate. Maybe not expecting that build, but it chunked him.
And now it's the Wisdom Shrine, perhaps being taken by Liquid. Look at Crystallis, though. He wants to take it and do something with this positioning. I'm not sure what, though.
I mean, he doesn't do any damage here, so...
Yeah, I was going to say, Chronosphere into what? Insania will take the Wisdom Shrine. He will be run down at the same time. Is it worth it to give up a support to take the Wisdom Shrine?
14-minute one, yeah.
It's worth. When does it no longer become worth?
Probably around that 21. I think first and second are worth. Third is iffy. Fourth, you know, then you're in these mid-late games, like you give up a hero, you're maybe losing Roche, it's not worth it.
Yeah, you're losing a lot of time on the map.
That one's worth it, though. He's only dead for like 20 seconds here. Creates a nice XP differential. You can continue to hunt these supports. This is still a level 6 Bane, right? Like, Toby is not getting experience in this game unless he can start finding some kills. And it's unlikely you're going to be able to do that consistently when you've lost a lot of your tier 1s early. And your core heroes just need time to get damage online.
The duo of Help Dock creeps pushing the bottom lane. They'll hunt down Saberlights, as that was the one that is more of a threat to these towers, summoning these skeletons. A rally that they have.
Radiant are scanning.
TM can keep looking for kills, but it's just so hard to find him with the lack of information.
It's also not just the Helmet Doms, right? It is the aura advantage. This time, Liquid are going to have the aura advantage over Tundra. I think a rare thing to say.
That's true. 33 is not going to go utility here. He's trying to scale. I would love for Liquid to overextend into them right now. That's how they get a good fight. Liquid are just not biting the bait.
At 33. Thinks he's spotted. First strikes out, blinks backwards, joins his main, and is smoke into mid lane behind BCN. Suit got a show. Cannot afford another death. He really needs that BKB.
Dire are scanning.
There's just nowhere to smoke to.
He backs out, but the map is getting suffocated here. Not too many places for Tundra to go.
That's really awkward for them. Their vision is all bottom right, but that tier 1 tower is still up. And it doesn't really see that much of Liquid's jungle or where they're farming. Their own jungle's dark. Having trouble getting the lanes in. Only the Monkey King really wants to show aggressively, and at this point he doesn't want to show anymore with Primal off the map.
Liquid does take a step back here to finish their first BKB. That's going to be Marcy completing hers. The Primal will be still a ways away, which means that Toby's positioning is going to be so important because Mickey does a ton of damage, but he does have the counter to the BKB. He can stop this rampaging carry.
Just a standoff on this top lane. Nobody wants to show and get jumped.
I'm confused why Liquid is so...
Middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under
Trying to wait for this pipe on Saberlight. I feel like they can't wait forever.
I agree. I feel like this is way too much time you're giving to Tundra. They have
that
pushed out
was
the map a lot. They pushed out top. BCM has been pushing out bottom. Crystallis is getting farm in the jungle. They're going to give up a tower here. This move really needs to work for Liquid.
They are giving up a lot. They're just losing this tier 1 for free bottom.
And Tundra is even aware of what could be coming their way. They have a scan on the gate, but the scan might expire
Too early.
as Liquid come through. But they do have a ward that spots it. They should see the channeling. Yeah, they saw the channeling on the gate. Soxa puts himself in a position to break the smoke. And yeah, Tundra, they say, all right, this was a ton of space that we just got for ourselves. 33 is going to get greedy with it, though. He's going to try and stay on Liquid's side of the map, and Nisha spots him. And 33 really doesn't have a way out of here. As long as Nisha can still track him, the kisses, it spots 33 once. He's going to go Sandstorm TP out. Oh, good read from Nisha. He couldn't see 33, but he gets a grab on the neutrals. and gets the AoE slam to stop the teleport.
10-head play right there. I was looking at him. He had no detection for that entire sequence. Able to find him anyway. Has Onslaught to keep up.
Tower still dies, but at the hands of Mickey.
That was still a pretty big outmaneuver sequence.
Oh, there goes your TP. Zox just being a nuisance. If you can't get kills, he'll stop TPs.
I mean, that must have been a 2-minute smoke play effectively from Liquid.
Yeah.
They ran from mid to top through the gate all the way to bottom left of the map to then chase a Sand King to another camp just to get that one kill. That is time for Crystallis to hit the jungle. Time for Monkey King to push some waves. Even the Hoodwink gets a little bit.
And frankly, it looked like Liquid was kind of playing like their old selves until that moment.
That felt
slowed down.
But now they have the fight. They have the BKB Marcy. Time to force the objectives. Pick up the game pace here. This is going to give you your primal BKB as well. Very close to a Phoenicia. And then it's green light across the board. You have everything you need to take fights in this game. You should be trying to find as many of them as you can get. Start pushing some of these tier 2s down.
When is Liquid in danger of the game going too late?
1 or 2 more deaths on Marcy are going to slow this game down a lot. That hurts your scale. And if this game does go ultra late, I do favor Tundra. I mean, their Tricore is just terrifying.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way.
Interesting scale though. Like Shadow Demon is a pretty big factor in almost any late game scenario. Black Hole.
I don't think Black Hole is going to be relevant, frankly.
It's a mixed bag.
Way too many cancels.
Mixed bag, but in situations where you jump in Black Hole, Faceless Void +1 or something, I can see it doing some damage here. You don't need a lot of control for this Marcy to burst heroes.
Yeah, that's true. First Tormentor of the game and first Roshan of the game will both go Liquid's way. Shard for Insane.
Finds a little time dilation on somebody.
Yeah.
Not insignificant. Bonus heal.
Definitely out the Primal Beast when he charges in.
Yeah, it's very nice. But time to pick up the pace. Time to start getting these lanes in, hunting heroes, pressuring some towers with your summons, making someone show, kill that hero when they show. This type of sequencing would feel really good for Liquid right now because, man, it's just so hard to stop Tundra from finding farm on the map. Like,
yeah.
I don't think you're ever going to build a net worth lead against this team if nothing's happening. You just can't. They're too efficient. Maybe Falcons would disagree with that, but...
I was going to say, that's the other team that comes to mind.
But they build too much of a lead.
Apparently.
They're at the other end of that spectrum.
5-man smoke up.
Yeah, Xtreme as well.
Tundra seems pretty rare. I mean, there's nobody showing on the map. They've got so many slippery heroes between the Monkey King, the Sand King, and the Hoodwink that can play out on the map. It makes it pretty obvious when Liquid go all the way back to their tier 3s to smoke and then run out on the map.
Yeah, I'm not... I mean, I get the idea, like, you just want to get the fight right now, but I think smoking with the entirety of the team is not the way you get that fight.
They will catch Zoxa out of this. Requires Demonic Purge and 4 heroes showing from Liquid. Means Toby is going to see, okay, well, if they're over there, maybe I could take the Wisdom Shrine, and he is right about that. He offers them a high 5 as he takes it and TPs away.
You know, it's a kill Liquid connect on, but again, I don't think it's one they're happy about. It just doesn't feel efficient. These Dom creeps keep pushing in the waves against them.
Yeah, I think the Helmet Dom creeps are being used more efficiently by Tundra.
It does feel that way.
When it comes to ratting the map.
Oh, for sure, for when ratting. Liquid's gotten a lot more value out of objectives. Like, you still have this tier 1 mid standing for Liquid. That's a pretty big boon.
I mean, I'm also adding in the fact that, like, when Liquid go for these 5-man smokes, all their lanes get pushed in, right?
Yep.
They don't have these Helmet Dom creeps keeping the lanes in and keeping the map dark for Tundra.
Well, the Marcy has to play with hers to farm.
True.
The Enigma's been keeping his with the Eidolons.
He's just going to run too big! Burrow Strike from 33 with a 2-man bushwhack to top it. Ooh. A perfect execution for a duel.
That just kind of got gifted to him out of nowhere. Here's a 2-man Burrow, 2-man kill. Boomerang on top of Sand King's damage. No joke. And that is more time. That is all Tundra want in this game. They just want time. Time to scale. Time to get that Faceless Void up the charts.
Hey, Aegis is almost expired already.
I think
Liquid have got nothing.
They lost net worth during this Aegis.
Yeah.
That is not the tempo Liquid we're looking for.
Yeah, be careful now. They have this ward on the high ground. They know you're up here.
You know, one of the factors as we're watching this game, thinking about Liquid's draft, their catch pretty limited. If the Primal didn't have a really good game.
That's true.
Like, he's the majority of the long-range catch in this lineup. Even here, you could shoot some long-range spells, but who is actually getting on top of these heroes?
He's getting into the trees, and once he's in the trees, he's gone.
Yeah, this just feels so bad, right? It's really only the Primal who is designed to set these kind of plays or ganks up. And because he had the worst laning phase, it took longer for Nisha to get online, and by the time he does, you're getting ratted by the Dominators. 33 is doing 33 things. There's a Hoodwink killing waves from the tree line. It's like, I've seen this stupid troll summoner go to Liquid's off lane at least 10 times this game, summon his Skelly boys, and laugh in their face, and nobody wants to go back and clean this up.
And the funny part is that Liquid did a good job of killing the Helmet Dom creeps over and over and over again, and it still did its job.
It's just so effective this game, because if the Primal goes back, you lose that gank pressure. If the Marcy goes back, he's not stealing farm away from Tundra and creating an offensive presence. And the Enigma's a pretty slow hero around the map. Like, he's not going back to kill a Dom creep, right? It's just not happening.
And the supports can't kill them, usually, right? So
if he gets the courier? No, he doesn't like courier. I don't know if he would have gotten it there anyway. But summon some more boys. 3 waves.
And every once in a while, Liquid, they find a support. Who cares? Tundra is saying mission accomplished. Oh, and maybe a punish coming their way. This is the same area as the Shadow Demon Primal Beast got jumped last time. This is just going to be the Primal Beast. He got off the BKB though. Wait,
no
not
chrono?
Dead yet. No Chronosphere, and he gets a blink away. Sox is gonna try and catch up to him. Oh, he's right around the corner.
Oh, we would have had him. Didn't see.
Successful TP out from Nisha this time around. The gank does not work for Tundra, but you know, you sent the heroes back to base. The wave is getting cut.
It's still summoning here, man.
It's still here, man.
Somebody kill this troll.
It's killing under tower. Chrysalis just realized, whoops.
I mean, he's probably like, why is this not already dead?
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
This thing heals up, by the way. So
he's gonna pull the wave, and that means there is no creep wave.
This is just so
Beating
annoying.
Under tower.
So annoying for Liquid. They don't want to be in games like this, where the map's getting manipulated and they just can't set up their quick plays and get the connections. It's just not how this team likes to play. So uncomfortable. Can still win the team fights, though. I mean, we should not underestimate that if they get in a head-on fight. Nice rune for Nisha. Another aura for Saberlight. I don't think I've seen him pop the pipe once.
Yeah, no, he hasn't.
His pipe for the future.
The way this is going, it could have been a hand of Midas.
Yeah, I mean, this is something to consider, right? Like, if you go the scaling Enigma build, you didn't get the fights out of the auras. Would you feel better about your potential to win this game going late?
Yeah, I think it's a situation where Liquid, they did not want to. They did not want to be in that position. They did not want to be going late, but you have to consider it at this point. Tundra they're beating you on the map.
How much of this Faceless Void's farm has come from this single troll in this lane? It's got to be at least like 3,000 or so at this point. It's ridiculous.
Something absurd, yeah.
Just nobody wants to clear this, and I feel for them. It's not how their lineup wants to play.
No, they cannot go on their side of the river. They can't go this far back. But you conceded to tier 1. You didn't find a kill for it. You can't concede at tier 2.
I mean, honestly, this is the type of game where, like, buy boots of travel on the snap.
Seriously, Chrysalis is like, fine. You're going to go to the off lane. I'll cut the mid lane.
This is
the BZM's just hopping in and out, tree after tree, tree after tree.
Illegal. What is happening right now?
I mean, Saberlight's got to get like a Blink Dagger just so he has a chance to kill the Monkey King when he jumps into these trees, right? Jump Midnight Pulse.
This Void is about to be ahead of your Marcy. It is not the best, or I should say it's not the easiest matchup for Marcy. Can be okay if you burst it, but
I feel like 50% of the watch time is on this creep for the last 10 minutes, and
you know, this is like a great
like
example of why I would want 33 on my team.
oh yeah.
So you don't have to play against, you know, whatever nonsense his team is doing.
Yeah.
Like, make other people play it. Okay, they got it. They got it. Round of applause in the chat,
Ladies and
everybody.
gentlemen, we got him.
The troll has been slain. Liquid will get to play Dota now. As his brother.
His twin brother.
You forgot about me.
I will get vengeance.
He's just like, no. No. I will not
again.
let you.
Pulverized.
Troll 2 has been slain. Stahl is not happy about that. We'll have to farm the old-fashioned way.
He's catching up to the Marcy.
Yeah, he's going to overtake
almost
him here. I mean, it's inevitable.
And he's halfway there to
Oh,
the super
setup.
tanky Faceless Void. They get him with, tag him with a poison. Unlikely to stop him here unless he's really surprised by the Primal Beast or the Enigma. He's got BKB. Oh, got him! Blink instant trample from Nisha to cut the trees. And he did indeed get surprised by the Blink initiation. On the other side, though, Chrysalis, half HP, got off the BKB, though. And now a Fiend's Grip. Mickey's in trouble. He's not dying that quickly. He has to go for the... Oh, wait, Saberlight's here. Can he bail out the Black Hole? They go in with the Epicenter now to kill Mickey. He's still not dead, but the Epicenter will surely finish him off. He'll run down Boxy as well. Boxy, a little low. Saberlight, not sure who help out here. They do get Chrysalis on the backside as Nisha runs him down. They do not have a stun. Bane gets out.
That's insane that he just never dropped the Black Hole. So tempting there, but there are cancels to it you have to think about. Just never found the opening.
And also, Tundra were playing this hit and run game, right? Like, Chrysalis is hitting Mickey, but as soon as he sees the Enigma, he makes a run for it, and then it's the Sand King's turn to jump in.
And you gotta remember, that's a fight Liquid want to take because they killed the Monkey King on that corner of the map. If they can get everybody there, which they did, that's a 5-on-4. With the Refresher Primal, they're super strong right now in the fight.
Yeah, and instead all you end up with is a 2-for-2. In that fight specifically, it was a 1-for-2.
I mean, it's an okay outcome. Some good gold for Nisha on this Primal. You get that Faceless Void kill, and you're going to be able to take Roche here. No Chrono available, no Epicenter available. Pretty impossible contest from Tundra. So this will be an Aegis for Mickey. Big deal, playing into all these big ults.
More Blink Daggers. Liquid, they need more Blink Daggers. They need more initiation, more catch for these heroes. The roar goes off. Look at Tundra.
Yeah, they're not
Liquid
doing the
don't
Roche.
know it, but Tundra said, yeah, it's all yours. You can have it. We're farming the map.
Not sure why Liquid just force it, because they have no Chrono, no Epi. Like, I don't think they're contesting.
I think Liquid's playing scared.
Or maybe just giving them too much respect.
Yeah.
They'll
Too
get the
much
Roche
respect
anyway.
to their former captain. Careful, guys. 33. He might blink burrow. Might go for the steal.
Well, if they can get the setup here while the Roche is going down, it'll make up for that.
They will run into Toby here. Instant grab of pulverized kisses. Now chasing after the Monkey King. He's spotted here. Right through the linkage. BCM. They do have the refresh and they do have the Black Hole. They drop both of them to kill this Monkey King. He's not dead yet, though. They've maybe expended too much chaining up their disables like that. He got off the Wukong's command. Nothing is left to kill BCM. They'll get both Insania and Saberlight for that. Liquid, perhaps too skittish to do greedy, and they still have the Chronosphere. Primal Beast, he's got a charge. He goes back into them. Nisha running the other way here. He's got the gem too. What a massive loss for Liquid. 4 dying for this, and Gem lost in a period of time that you had the Aegis.
And the biggest reason, it's a fight without Mickey. You go for the pick-off while you're doing Roche, it's great. You get sucked into a team fight that you're carrying, and all of your burst damage can't join. Black Hole doesn't count for anything if the Marcy's not there to kill the hero.
I mean, especially if you're using both Pulverize and Black Hole at the same time.
That also doesn't help the situation.
Like, they had a chance, maybe, that they Black Hole, and they Pulverize afterwards, maybe with all those spells changed up well?
I don't even know then. Like, he just doesn't take that much damage here from everything, right? If you chain it, sure, but there is a chrono coming off cooldown. Maybe they were pressured to force the spells because this cooldown's right there, right? It was about 5 seconds.
Yeah, they felt like they had to burst him immediately.
I just think this is an awkward fight with Mickey running across the whole map.
Agreed.
Like, you just get sucked into a bad engagement. Trying to make the fast play, it's the right idea. You just had to be a little more patient there. And it works out for you. Instead, you pay a big price, 4 heroes plus that gem. And Mickey's sitting here with 2 lives going,
what do I do? What do I do?
What am I supposed to do about that?
And how are they going to be able to force the fight? Mickey almost caught him there. How are they going to be able to catch these heroes when they've lost the gem? Right? There goes much of their vision. It also means that Tundra's vision that has been recently placed is very likely to stay alive. They're going to be seeing these liquid heroes move around the map. If you don't have smokes, Tundra's going to see you coming a mile away.
You're going to have to play off your strengths, which is burst damage from the Marcy and a Black Hole, which can land on some big targets. I like the Daedalus purchase for Mickey. That's going to ramp up his damage a lot. And it makes all these disables, the Pulverize, the Black Hole, Demonic Purge, whatever it is, makes him a lot more deadlier. Particularly for Crystallis on this Faceless Void. He can get chunked down. There is a real chance. He's going to continue to scale his HP here. At some point, it's going to be a lot more difficult. Especially with that level 25 talent. Already has the level 21. He got a lot of experience out of that fight. It was a big deal for him. These are big talents for the Faceless Void. You know, Scotty plus the backtrack, your burst chance goes down considerably. But right now, you can all in this hero and open up the fight that way.
Another smoke broken. Soxa played in the trees. They will kill those trees to kill the swirl inside of them.
Nice little pick off. Still have 2 minutes on this Aegis. Gotta remember that.
Yeah, but, I mean, I don't think they could go high ground with it, right? That's the other way to force things.
I think you want to go high ground.
Yeah.
This is the point in the game you do want to go high ground with this lineup. You want to force Tundra to fight you with your auras, with your Daedalus timing on the Marcy.
3.
Think about it.
Pull the trigger on this one. They had so much vision from that ward placed. The banner, it's going to cause an issue, though.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Try and wait out this Aegis. It's crazy. Expiring in a minute. That's a long time. They do have a ward on that low ground that is...
33 trying to place off of. One of these Boundless Strikes is going to link into the Burrow Strike. Minute left on the Aegis, though.
Yeah, they do see this ward.
Okay. Baiting out the ward? Maybe. I don't even understand how that would work. We know you see me.
Poker down.
He goes down. Crystallis is now playing around with his shard.
Yeah, they're trying to wait out this Aegis right now. 40 seconds.
I mean, if I'm Tundra, if I just lose a range barracks for this Aegis, no big deal, right?
Yeah, it's okay.
They can afford to give this up, but Tundra, they're playing for the mistake. BCM's going to jump in the middle of them. Whiffs entirely, does not hit anything with the Boundless Strike, and now he's going to get grabbed before BKB. The kids are going to do big damage. He almost gets bursted down. Nothing. He does have a buyback here. Meanwhile, the Nightmare defensively used on Mickey to get him out of the enemy base. Oh, he jumps forward with a blink dagger, tries to burn down Soxa. He's lost sight of him. A glimmer came back. A huge Chronosphere epicenter. A wombo combo from Tundra that will send Liquid down. Nisha, he survives through it, but with not much HP left, he tries to go for a pulverize, and now Mickey inside the base. His Aegis will expire. BZM,
what an expiration timing, too.
It was all a bait or what? He jumped into the middle with everything, but on the buyback, they crush Liquid.
That is an amazing team fight from Tundra, especially with how it starts.
Oh, yeah.
You sacrifice the monkey, but you get effectively 3 almost 4-man chronos, zone the primal into the base while Epicenter Sandstorm is going off. You can't ask for anything better. And you land a full duration grip into a full duration Nightmare on the Marcy. Kobe absolutely finds his mark in this fight. He just takes Mickey out of it entirely. You're wondering where the Marcy is in all this? He goes on the support. He's gripped under the tier 4. And this chrono holds everybody else back. The positioning from Liquid just got mega punished here.
Radiant's middle tower.
And then the chef's kiss, you kill him with
Radiant's
1 second after the Aegis expiration.
Yep.
Not that it would have mattered, but you just got no value out of your Marcy BKB. Mickey doesn't get to hit anything. Everybody clumps. And now you're feeding more.
No doubt about it now. Chrysalis hunting heroes.
Well, he knows. I mean, it's
Tundra have full advantage in this game now. Pushback gets grabbed. They got to do something with this. Nisha, he jumps forward. Insania, this is going to be a dieback for him. He gets everything off he can. Chrysalis actually gets, oh, he got bursted. Dear Lord.
See ya.
Mickey still shows that the Carry Marcy, it can do something.
Oh,
She
yeah.
gets her hands on the Faceless Void with the single disable. She can kill him.
I mean, he has Gauntlet with vast extra range plus the Daedalus crits and an almost guaranteed badge. You
Ooh.
gotta respect the damage.
That was a close call. With no BKB, I think Mickey might have died there.
I mean, it's crazy that Tundra are lingering around here looking for stuff with the Void dead. Like, that tells you how strong they feel right now.
Yeah.
Still have this black hole that can always play an important role in this game, particularly with BKB coming up for Saberlight. He'll finish it right there.
Good and damage denied there from Toby. It cost him his life, though.
Nice find. Liquid not out of this game yet, by any means.
No? They already got one buyback out of Tundra. The problem is Tundra have used their buybacks much better than Liquid in this series.
I mean, that said, Liquid, they're playing pretty confident, right? That high ground push, continue to push out on the map here. Like, these are TI champions for a reason. They're not going to go out easy.
Yeah,
And they're going to put the pressure on Tundra. Even if they're maybe slightly unfavored, they're going to force you to beat them. And you mess up one fight, the game's just over for you here.
It may be a 30% chance of victory, but their best chance is just taking it to Tundra while they can before it goes too late. 40 minutes, an aggressive force staff, a blink back on
that
Mickey.
was almost sick from Soxa.
That would have been such a nasty aggressive force staffing to boundless strike into epicenter play.
As heroes are respawning, lucky to get out of there. Extra cast range on this Hoodwink, you really got to think about the utility.
That's true, yeah, that's a good point. Aether Lens plus that Go Nuts.
Liquid, they get some building damage, they escape with their lives. Look towards that next Roshan, can spawn right now.
Chrysalis and VCM are closing in on 25. 24 on Chrysalis. VCM is right behind him.
So is that Sand King, also 24.
Oh, yeah, those are massive. I mean, now we talk about the 25 talents. I feel like those are all favoring Tundra.
Oh yeah, for sure this game. And refresher on that Sand King is a big deal here, especially as you get to that 25 talent. Right now, the fight is still anybody's. Particularly if that BKB black hole comes through, Tundra aren't ready for it.
Tundra pushing their advantage, hoping somebody shows on the creep wave. Liquid.
This could be a clump.
Mickey, he's going to show. Soxa backs away. Glimmer capes out of there.
So scary to push in right here.
Cannot get lured into going on the squirrel. Clump up too much. You got to keep the isolation. They go after him. Soxa will die. And Tundra do not try and jump in afterward. Not yet anyway.
DM holding high ground.
They pop their BKB.
What's the
Some of these
turn?
heroes are spotted in the river. And there goes Wukong's man. Mickey. Oh, he managed to get a visible blade on the Chrysalis. Chrysalis is fine for now. He's caught inside of all this one. They do have the black hole on two.
Go,
Mickey's
Chrono.
going to burst down one. He gets out of the Wukong's command. Now the jump in from Nisha. They jump after it. They do manage to get Mickey. The carries on both sides are dead, but only one of them has the buyback.
Crystallis looking to put this ult to use. Liquid need to get out of here. Those epicenters ripped them apart.
Oh, they all managed to get out of there. A buyback on the Faceless Void. Roshan is not up. It should be up soon. And as long as Tundra get that, the buyback will go unpunished.
Look at the damage here. RC getting the hits and getting the burst, and an absolutely perfect black hole gives him the extra time to get through this Faceless Void without the turnaround chrono going off. He held that chrono for a long time because there was a grip going out onto the Marcy. Was trying to play it patient. You're not always going to have that window. Grip got canceled, going with the black hole, you pay a big price trying to wait. At least I guess you would have chrono for your buyback if you're playing it that way. And
Yeah.
Roche is up. They're not killing it right now with this Marcy out of the game.
Yeah, they saw it. They saw it spawn.
I would expect you're just sitting someone in this pit, you do it instantly.
I think so too.
They lost a good 10 seconds, 12 seconds here. Could be a big deal.
I think this is still enough though. To take it uncontested, Liquid are pretty far away.
They also have no black hole.
For their Marcy.
No black hole, no refresher on the primal. Those are big ultimates missing for Liquid.
That's good.
But they're heading towards the pit. They have kisses to stall this up.
Kisses can get some vision inside. Can he actually take that fight? 33, he's got his 25. The Kisses, he starts spotting all this. Soxa, ooh, he may get caught on the wrong side of things. They know he's here. They jumped into the trees and they spotted him. Okay, that's a dieback. And because they did not get the Roshan, there is still that buyback that the Faceless Void used from earlier. If Tundra lose this fight, it could just be the end of game 2.
They still have some buybacks to play with, though.
That's true, and they've done a really good job playing around their outposts with buybacks.
All eyes on 33, man. Level 25 Epicenter Pulses with the refresher, with Whisper of the Dread. It is so much damage if he gets both off.
Look at all these Shadow Poisons just raining into the pit. They have the Eidolons check it out, the Helmet Dawn creeps if necessary as well. On both sides. This Roshan's gonna die just as random magic damage, whether it's the Sandstorm or the Shadow Poisons building up.
Yeah, 33 is putting the pressure on Liquid to make the jump as he whittles it down.
And once they go in, that's when Chrysalis is going to strike. And Liquid respond to that initiation. They're gonna Wukong's command just commit for it with the Epicenter both being used. Nisha gets the grab onto the back line. They manage to take the bait, but at the same time, Chrysalis managed to get the injured. But 33, oh, Chronosphere Bro Shrink, no, he still goes down.
Sick
into disruption. It bails out Mickey for the time being. Can he survive? A black hole goes in, and Mickey, here comes the turn. He takes down Chrysalis once, a pulverize on the back end. Once again, a dieback from Bud. That one's gonna be BCM, and Chrysalis on his second life. He comes back, his entire team is gone.
Refresh.
He refreshes a black hole. It catches 2, but can he do it all by himself?
Second empty.
Here comes 33, a massive epicenter right into the middle of all of Liquid. It takes down 2, but what about Mickey? They're chasing after Mickey, and Abyssal Blade to use now. Oh, and Emerald Staff, he's fine. Kisses are coming in, but Chrysalis, he's got a time walk to take off the damage. They're good to go. Tundra, they use almost everything they have. Buybacks, refreshers, double ultimates, but they stay in the game.
That's a sick fight from Liquid. The amount they're up against here, the amount of damage they're just trying to fight through, the amount of buybacks on the outpost. Ultimates, they use 0 buybacks of their own.
Trying to start fighting on the Chrysalis almost by himself. He had Nisha behind him, but can the 2 of them do enough damage?
No, there's no way. They get the cheese out of him,
and
but
they pay for it. Moxie, he's got a cookie, but even if he gets it off, wait, Chrysalis, he wants it even more. He knows Moxie's already dead. He's gonna go after Nisha up next, and Nisha doesn't have a BKB. Now Liquid, oh, a shield rune. That's not gonna be enough. He just has no cooldowns, time dilation, and BKB means he's done. Chrysalis, given an opportunity, will turn it around and get 2 crucial kills. All of the heroes were coming back up from Liquid soon, but now there are 2 heroes that are dead for a significant amount of time.
And you're gonna have to use buybacks here. That Roche was so big for the Faceless Void. He gets an Aegis to survive Black Hole. He gets a cheese for that turnaround, and he gets a Refresher Sword for a second Chrono in the middle of that fight. You can't ask for better item efficiency out from Crystallis there. It's just the AoE control their lineup has. I still think Liquid did a tremendous job in that fight at prioritizing the right targets and the spell casting. Mickey connected on the Monkey King, connected on the Void, but overwhelming amount of lives, overwhelming amount of AoE control. Now you have a Daedalus on this Sand King. The true carry has come alive here for Tundra in the late game. It's 33. It was always 33. It's always gonna be 33.
He did do the most damage in that
Oh, it wasn't
Roshan
even close.
team fight. It was, yeah, 10K by himself in these epicenters. It's a crazy amount. Liquid did not have to expend hardly any buybacks for that fight.
No, they used none.
In part because they weren't in a position to use those buybacks. They would have loved if Roshan was the other side of the map and they had an outpost to TP onto.
But they did get everything out of that, right? They forced Crystallis to use Aegis Cheese for Refresher Shard.
Yep.
They also got buybacks out of Tundra. They didn't use any of their own. Didn't have to use any on the subsequent base defense. So you kind of reset this game, and in theory, you have advantage on the map right now with 2 core buybacks on cooldown for Tundra and 2 support buybacks on cooldown for Tundra. Now, some of those are going to come up pretty quickly here, and obviously Tundra, they want to sit in base and wait for them. They can. I mean, it does beg the question, we're getting into the ultra late. How do you win a fight and push through buybacks and double ults on all these heroes if you're Liquid? Your lineup is just not designed to do it at this late into the game. Like, you're going to need double black hole. You need a refresher on Enigma at this point.
Yeah.
You're probably going to need a refresher on Marcy. You need to match the equivalent spell power Tundra are outputting right now in order to kill them twice. That is your ticket to victory here. Killing them once is not going to win you this game.
No, it's not. Take a Tormentor Shard for the Marcy, which great on support Marcy. This one, just a bit of a damage boost. Maybe we'll see if Mickey, he really jumps to the back line. Maybe he can use that rebound on the enemies. But otherwise, he's been fine with his Helmet Dom creep and his blink, frankly. It just feels so dependent on Black Hole. And I just do not see how he's going to be able to get good Black Holes against Beam's Grip and Chronosphere, right?
You just got to go in and believe, man. I mean, you pick Enigma TI for a reason. Do or die.
Well, they do have the longer Pulverize for a Primal Beast.
That helps a lot.
With the Refresher, that's a significant add-on.
Especially when you got two of them. You have the Ags on the Snapfire as well. Could buy out for an Ags on the Shadow Demon, and you could buy out for a Refresher on Marcy. So you have the gold for these items. These are all really big late game items for Liquid.
Yeah. And you can get the Ags on the Primal Beast, you'll be able to get some breaks as well, which is important because that takes away the 20% backtrack for the Faceless Void. Increasing their chances. I mean, you want to be able to burst down this Faceless Void. They're going to throw out what? First aid bash! Chrysalis just instantly stops the initiation of Nisha. I don't know if that was actually going to be good for Liquid or not, if they could have killed him. But no chance, apparently.
It was not ordained.
It was fated
was not meant
to fail.
Be. We will never know. But the buybacks are slowly coming up for Tundra. That is the biggest story about this time period in the game. They're waiting out the cooldowns. They are getting the gold. They're trying to get all 10 lives up. I'm sure there's a part of them that feels if we have 10 heroes and 10 ultimates, we cannot lose this game. Like, you have to believe that with this style of draft.
Yeah, I have to believe that they're favored, for sure.
They're the favorite. I mean, we've seen the execution, though, from Liquid. Like, I don't think the margin is that wide, honestly.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of execution to be had here.
Yeah, we did see the win percentage actually creep back to their favor.
Dead even.
Weirdly enough.
Somehow, Mickey is the most farmed hero here. I don't even understand how that's possible.
Didn't have to use buybacks.
Right? Yeah, I guess so.
Like, Tundra's cores, I think, have all bought back at some point in time in this game. I don't believe Mickey has. Get a courier.
That's the refresher.
It's pretty nice.
I don't think he would have bought out for it, but delay it a little bit here.
I mean, Tundra is just welcoming Liquid. Go ahead. They're rolling out the mat for him. Say, try it. Try pushing our high ground.
Oh, Tundra would love for Liquid to jump into them. You have great positioning for a grip deep in the fight, and you can protect it with all this AoE. That Bane Axe is also coming out.
And let's be clear, there's no way Liquid should push the base, right? That time is gone.
Straight up? Nah, there's no chance. With Aegis and double black hole? Kind of the only way you're ever going to win this game, in a way. There's your refresher on the Marcy, plus the buyback available. All 5 buybacks will be available for Liquid. All 5 will be available for Tundra here in 10 seconds. We are going to the ultra late. Dead even. 2K difference at the 52-minute mark between these two teams who know each other so well.
We are going to have some big Aghanim Scepters coming in from the supports. Toby's working on his. That's a massive one. Aghanim's on Shadow Demon, I think, is just about as good.
Oh, yeah.
But much more situational in its usage. A lot easier just to get a really sick Fiend's Grip and have it be uncanceled.
Right now, Liquid have outpost control. They're TPing the Primal into this dire outpost.
Yeah, this is a point where Liquid could actually be the ones using the buybacks to their advantage. Toby's trying to get some gem information.
He got the Enigma.
Chronosphere, he got him on, but there's a disruption to bail him out. Chrysalis will refresh and go for a double black Chronosphere. That'll lock down both Big A. They try and beat him whatever HP they can. He doesn't get Saberlight. What? He time walks out of there, but somehow Saberlight survived through that 133. Wants to make him put him in a coffin. He can't quite do it. Now he's running for his life. A Burrow Strike back inside of a Sandstorm. Another Epicenter. He's coming back into it. Saberlight managed to blink away. Not the same for Insania. He disrupts himself.
Grip on Mickey.
Oh, he's a little bit of HP. Mickey does go down on the grip. Saberlight, he'll throw down that black hole. Here comes the buybacks. Mickey with a fresh and Outworld Staff. No, a quick grab, and Mickey will throw him down to his death. Toby makes a run for it. Denied. Mickey will chase him down into the trees. Tundra, they in turn will use their buybacks to try and hold their base. But Liquid, with control of the outpost, I can't say they won it, but they're still standing.
They powered through so many ultimates. Triple buyback for them, double buyback for Tundra. Big one on the Faceless Void. The biggest factor in that fight, you landed the Chronos, but the Sand King got taken out of putting the damage into them.
Who stopped the Sand King?
Nisha was straight on top of 33, pulverizing him that entire time. The Vanguard for Liquid makes the big play, stops a lot of that damage going to the team, and absolutely sick disruptions from Insania.
Oh, massive.
Like, these disruptions have been team fight saving. He'll get nags, they will pick up Roshan, put an Aegis onto Mickey, who bought back into that fight.
And Insania might get 2 of them. Level 23,
yep.
He's actually kind of closing in on 25.
I mean, they might leave him the Refresher Shard.
Yeah, he's keeping it for now. So right now he does have double disruptions, quadruple demonic. Oh, Mickey just pops the ultimate and starts hitting the buildings, huh?
No Chronos available, 30 seconds.
Yeah, and 4 minutes left on the Aegis. Hello! 2-man stun. Boxy just keeping him honest. Throws in a creep with his own Aghanim Scepter. Mid lane gets wiped out. One more for Megas. Not that that'll be the end of the game. Tundra, they really feel like they gotta grind out more time for this refresher on the Faceless Void, which needs 50 more seconds. They can't wait for the double ultimates, but it doesn't look like they want to.
They have Refresher on the Monkey, so they have double Wukong available. This is a scary push for Liquid. Without buybacks, if you lose that fight, you lose the game.
Oh, look at that. I mean, Toby was getting so close to his Aghanim Scepter, but instead he forsakes that for a Blink Dagger instead. The mobility in these team fights is absurd.
I mean, he's probably looking for Black Hole Cancel. That's what this Blink is a call.
Yeah.
You know, he has been landing great grips on the Marcy. They have been team fight winning, but being able to potentially cancel a Black Hole that is disrupting the entire fight could be the bigger play. He has the cast range to pull it off. Tundra on the back foot right now. Liquid's execution in these fights has been incredible. They finally got a fight on an outpost where they can use their buybacks. That was the biggest factor there. It's almost more important where you take the fight, not how you take it.
Nisha's really not going for an Aghanim Scepter, huh? His heart got taken away from him. DZM found the courier, but he purchased out a heart, which will rejoin him soon. Now he's gonna buy a shard? What? Why not Ags? I feel like Ags this late is still a significant damage source. Gives you the break.
It's more raw survivability. There's a lot of epicenter damage going off in these fights, man.
3 minutes left.
There's the disruption charge.
5 items. Yeah. Okay. Quadruple disruption?
It's huge. It's huge to counterplay this Chrono, especially.
Yeah, if you Chronosphere one person, you could double Chrono that person and never see them. He could just get disrupted.
And we have the gobble up save potentially.
That's true. With an
Angel
Ether
Lens
Lens, he
cast
can
range.
kind of reach in.
Yeah, it is a decent shot. I mean, this Chrono is not a guarantee anymore.
Can we take a look at that gobble up range to give us an idea about, like...
It's doable.
It's doable. If they're in the middle of the Chronosphere, he's not going to be able to grab somebody, but he can get people on the edges
but
and
you're
even a little bit
almost
inside.
never getting someone in the exact center of the Chrono.
Oh,
these
for
like
sure.
fights. It's impossible.
Also, damage, I mean, I think we agreed that the core level 25s were bigger for Tundra, but the support level 25s for Liquid, because they're actually getting it. Boxy isn't building into any sort of right-click build, but the other talent is, it's a lot of damage. These kits is just boom, 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 boom. That's the burst that is Liquid's specialty for this draft.
Oh yeah, incredible late game supports on Liquid. They might be able to just push him over the edge here.
6,000 net worth lead and a minute left on the Aegis, but it seems like Liquid are content to sit back and play for the late. Value get their heart back for the Primal.
Valuing buybacks over what Aegis gives them, right? Like, again, if you push base with this Aegis and you lose the fight,
sure, yeah,
it's just GG. So all these buybacks are likely going to come back up. Both teams will be happy about that. And now it's just a question of how far can you push your lineup as we approach the 60-minute mark. How much more can you squeeze out of the scale here?
Well, let's talk about those 60-minute items. Do you feel like
it's
a better advantage for Tundra or for Liquid?
It's whoever gets more Helm of the Undyings.
Right, it's usually these Helm of the Undyings, but the Helm of the Undyings against Liquid's Burst is going to be, it's got to feel really good.
I think Helm of the Undying is great against both teams. I think that item is great against almost any team.
Sure.
I think that goes without saying. I think Stygian could be interesting for somebody. Book of the Dead, I feel like you always want at least one or two.
Yeah, we're going to see some Book of the Deads, probably by Liquid. If anybody's going to be buying Book of the Deads, I feel like they're in the position to maybe rat out this game a bit more since they've taken 2 lanes.
Regalia is always interesting, but it doesn't really feel like teams, in a way, need more damage.
I mean, I feel like Marcy could always use more damage, right? She's trying to kill somebody in that first sling of punches.
The Marcy Regalia sounds pretty tempting. The Sand King Regalia sounds pretty tempting.
I think I'd rather Helm of the Undying just to make sure, because he's got Refresher, right? I want to see double epicenters no matter what. I want no chance that he doesn't get those off.
33 should be the first point of contact ever. I don't think he wants to be the first point of contact. I think the fight where Nisha found him, that was just Nisha God.
Level 25 for the Hoodwink. Does go for the Acorn charges here. Doesn't have a ton of damage, but can do.
Yeah, that other talent is some sharpshooter damage. Could have been. Hard on the Primal. He is a tanky boy, man. It's a lot of HP to get through.
More Eidolons for the Enigma. Add in some Necropooks on top of that.
All right, 60 minutes. Let's see what we roll here. Make or break your TI run. Wind Wakers could also be huge for Liquid. Another way to get saves into all these ultimates, particularly against the Chrono, if you can build some up on some of these core heroes or supports. I see them eyeing a few. I mean, you combine like 1 or 2 Wind Wakers plus double disruption in this game, you mitigate a lot of Crystallis' ability to go in and consistently find openings for the team. You're just going to be chronoing air at that point. There's one Helm on the Enigma. Quite annoying here, actually.
Yeah.
You cannot reliably all in him anymore. He's just going to turn around and black hole you from death.
And 350 extra cast range. If he gets an Aghanim Scepter, like, he can kind of throw that black hole around.
Stygian for Mickey is insane with this Daedalus build.
Do you think that's better burst than Divine Regalia?
It might be.
It might be, right?
13 armor. Some of these heroes do not have a lot of armor. You gotta remember, this Sand King did not go Shivas. He only has 19 armor. It's a significant reduction. Double book for Tundra. Helm on BZM.
I kind of wonder if, what about the Aghanim Scepter on Marcy, right? These pulses of silence, the BKBs are going to wear out at some point in time, right? Band of Silence could be
bigger items to still build right now. Another book for Tundra. Oh no,
hey, there we go. Now there's some damage. Stygian Desolator Hoodwink.
You're just looking for the proc off the Acorn, right? He has 2 shots.
Yeah, exactly.
Did get Audacious with it though, so yeah, you're right. I mean, do a little bit of damage in the fight.
I mean, 1 Acorn inside of Chronosphere will dramatically increase Chrysalis' damage.
Both sides got double Helm though, and on very obnoxious heroes. Shadow Demon Helm could be really impactful here.
And it's going to be...
Toby's helm can also be impactful. Marcy goes in, kills the Bane. Bane just grips him, you know, sleeps him, whatever.
Yeah.
Super obnoxious.
We don't see Spider Legs too often, but if there's one hero that's going to take it, Primal Beast, whose movement speed translates into damage with fleet-footed as well.
He's up the boot slot without sacrificing his move speed. Ten buybacks available, 60-minute items. An Ag Scepter, fresh for the Enigma. Liquid looking for the big black holes. Tundra looking for the massive chronos and epicenters.
Sneaking up the side of the map.
If Saberlight gets found
Liquid
here.
with the initiation. Saberlight, he is going to be spotted, but at the same time, the jump has already occurred. They've got 33, and they're going to catch up to Chrysalis as well, potentially. Mickey hoping for a bash. They get the grab instead of the pulverize. Nisha one step ahead of him. Toby denies him with a Fiend's Grip, but now a refresh and a missile blade. They get the grab on it just in time. Wait a minute, no, he got off the Chronosphere. He's still alive, but here comes the disruptions. He can't do anything with that, and the kisses start raining in. Artillery fire. Chrysalis trying to take cover. He pops the BKB, a time walk out of there. He gets away. He's fine, but the rest of Tundra now, Liquid, they say they can't kill the carry. They go back for the rest. The Bane goes down. Soxa, he gets caught by Saberlight. A little bit of Malefice stuns. Soxa nowhere to run to. Both supports will die. 33, 2 supports. No buybacks being used by Tundra initially.
That Sand King got absolutely melted by the Stygian. Again, he does not have any bonus armor. He died in a second. And that was fight over for Tundra unless you're willing to commit buybacks. And 33 did not want to pull the trigger on that buyback. Felt like that was a bad fight. Just try and get everybody out that you can. We'll have to expend some here. Roche can also spawn right now. Liquid, they have to make a tough call. Wait for the Roche spawn and gamble.
I mean, you already used the buybacks. 2 of the buybacks on Tundra. Surely you just say, okay.
Yeah, it's up,
Roche.
so just go do it. Huge teamfight win for them. And dude, Mickey is out of control. I don't really know what you do about it because they're safe.
Oh my God, they're gonna go for the contest inside the Roshan pit. Chrysalis, he still has this one Chronosphere, this one opportunity.
You have to buy Sand King though if you're going for this fight.
And Roshan is going over to the other side of the map.
They found
This
BCM.
is so awkward. The black hole on BCM though. It's up to Chrysalis now. He's got to make some sort of initiation with the buybacks available on Tundra to find the opening. Soxa, oh, that's going to quickly relieve that bushwhack. Soxa sticks around for a bit too long. Nisha trying to catch up to him. Alinkins gets broken. A Lotus Orb returns fire, and they're not able to catch the squirrel a second time. That could have been a dieback on a hero from Tundra, but instead, it's 33 back up in a play without having to use his buyback.
They may lose all their vision around there as well. I mean, Roche went top anyway. Interesting idea to stall. I still cannot believe 33 did not pull the trigger on this buyback. You will give up a lot here. You gotta watch your base as well if you're Tundra in these long fights. You gotta remember you lost 2 lanes. These creeps push in.
Yeah, that's why they got 2 of the Necro books, right? Just to try and deal with the lanes without sending heroes back.
This is such a strong timing in this game for Liquid. 2 lives on Mickey. Buyback available makes it 3.
Look at the priority from Liquid. They're like, they must control this outpost because the Aegis is nice, but they still need to be able to play off of buybacks and TPs in.
Liquid's just so good at understanding things that mess them up and how to adjust and fix it.
Tundra. Time for a hold of a lifetime. They go straight to Mickey. Half HP, a quarter, almost gone. Disruption goes off. Will he pop BKB? Will he pop anything? He won't. He'll just accept the death. He managed to get himself outside of the base. Now for the Aegis. Nisha's going to make sure that they can't immediately jump Mickey on the second life. Get the grab onto Soxa and jump into the back line. Got the grab onto the Shattered Deep. The Pesco. Oh, there's the gobble up from Boxy. Supports protect supports. And now Chrysalis has nothing for it. He has to back away. He's got to play for the refresher. Liquid are wearing through their resources one by one. 4 heroes left. 1 refresher left.
Have to find something here if you're Tundra, and it has to be on multiple heroes. Ults on 1 are not going to do it anymore with the amount of saves Liquid have.
Divine Rapier for the Sand King.
That's the ticket if you can get it here.
It's flying out. It still needs some time to get to him. But Megas is under threat. BCM is under threat. He's going to be jumped. Immediately, Mickey, he goes for the black hole on 2. A beat grip in response. And now Chrysalis, no, he got messed up. He needs to get off this chronosphere. No, he goes down. He does have the buyback, and he's going to TP in. Disruption 1 goes out, trying to bail out Mickey. But here comes Chrysalis, and he managed to get the Shadow Demon, and both supports. Chrysalis performs, but there's greatness right in front of him. Catches the 3. Now BZM with the Wukong command. Whoa. He just got bursted. What the fuck was that? Mickey, he's got the damage, and he's got the extra life. He got his mark. He kills the Faceless Void. He can buy back. This game is over.
33 tries his best in a base defense as the creeps will finish it off. Liquid find a way